What is up, guys? Kevin Cage here with another XRP update. Let's dive into some Ripple and XRP information, but first I'm going to kick it off with a little motivation. So, I was talking to a buddy last night. It was a wake-up call, and like I said yesterday, perspective is a hell of a thing. This year in particular, maybe even early last year, a lot of people smashed their goals for the first time in terms of their portfolio value. So whether that's you seeing the first $10,000 in your crypto holdings, or your first 100,000, or your first million. The thing is, if you do not step back, reflect, and smell those flowers, you could be missing out. And the thing about success is that goalpost keeps moving. No matter, you hit it, you get that dopamine hit, and then your standards go higher and higher. And that is so true. I took this poll yesterday to kind of see everybody's sentiment in the market. So I asked, are you happy with where you are today compared to just 12 months ago? And about 80% of the participants said yes, and 15% said no. Keep in mind last year, guys, crypto was down. Massive crash in March. XRP under 15 cents, Ethereum under $100, Cardano under 5 cents, XLM under 5 cents, a Bitcoin under 4K. We've come a very long way. And if you keep comparing yourselves or your journey to somebody else's, it's going to rob you of that joy. So please be aware of that. And when you do, in fact, accomplish your goals, people, old friends, they're going to resurface and say, oh man, I want to do what you do. You're retired on the beach. Maybe you're just living off of passive income. You're debt free. Maybe you're running some nonprofit organizations. And just like that silly cliche goes, they want to do what I do. They want to have what I have, but they don't want to do what I did to get there. And that is so true. All of us in the XRP community specifically, which is why I feel like it is a community. It's not an army. It's truly a family. We were, last year, just like many people in the crypto space, enduring investments going down 90% from all-time high, enduring the ridicule, being mocked, enduring the pressure, and they're never going to understand that. And the best part is, they don't have to. So these are just some of the things I've been contemplating as I was away from YouTube for the weekend, spending some time outside, getting away from the screens instead of spending 60+ hours a week staring at my monitor, staring at the charts, reading the news. I think it's good to just get some perspective, guys, because man, when you're comparing yourself, whether it's your first 100K, million, 1,000, whatever it may be, the thing is somebody might look at you like, wow, I want to get there. But truthfully, you're looking at somebody that is already 10 times further ahead of you, at least in your eyes. And the thing is, we're always going to be chasing. Sit back, enjoy what you have now, and even more will be coming. All right, but anyways, let's get into some information. First things first. Here we go. Shared by Matthew Liny, guys. We have Brazil announces a digital currency guideline, plans to launch their digital real, which is their native currency, and they're part of the central bank's modernization agenda for the country's payments industry. Brazil is ready, and of course we have right here just some dot connecting, so to speak. Ripple officially launches operations in Brazil, along with the capital of the nation. We can see Ripple and the Central Bank of Brazil held a private meeting back in June. Can't make this stuff up. And we also have in other news just everything that Brazil's announcing with this digital currency guideline. So, and we've also actually noticed that the Brazilian real and the US dollar corridor were turning up on utility scan, meaning XRP transactions were being tested. Cannot make this stuff up, and we will be simply waiting. Next, we have Roth Economin. Temenos is bringing digital assets to core banking. Well, who is Temenos before we keep going? They're the the world's number one banking software. You can go through their partners. I mean, we've got Microsoft, MuleSoft. We've gone through tons of these guys. IBM, Google Cloud, Deloitte's one of the big four, Cognizant, AWS, Accenture, one of Ripple's early investors, a huge provider in the game of technology. So again, just wanted to point that out. And we can see that they're bringing digital assets to core banking because crypto is here to stay. Notice the verbiage has changed. Years ago, it was called cryptocurrency. It was called scams and all this. And now there's actual digital assets that are providing utility. So they call them crypto assets because the underlying protocol is going to change the game forever. So this is good for crypto, but not especially Ripple, which they have carried for a while. Taurus handles all digital assets, including DeFi, tokens, custody, etc. A great sign of institutionalization. Perhaps new XRP flows will be open. Now, I like a speculation. I'm going to be reading it verbatim. Take it with a grain of salt, but I do like these types of thoughts. Would PolySign, and we already know that, behind Ripple, Standard Custody, the subsidiary, they have some of the biggest news ever with that Cowen Investments Group, or Cohen. So would PolySign be a direct competitor of Taurus? P.S. maybe more focused on custody. Okay, more random speculation. I wonder if this has anything to do at all with Diem of Facebook leaving Switzerland. Probably not, but in the lack of information, you could wonder. So I like that. So just sharing that, so Temenos joins forces with digital asset fintech Taurus, and we've discussed them before. So they are a Swiss digital asset and blockchain infrastructure fintech to help banks bridge the gap between traditional investments and digital assets. We have a lot of technologies, a lot of fintechs acting as this bridge as we await this transfer of wealth, which is arguably already occurring. You can't really deny that. Of course, there's bubbles in all ecosystems, but there are massive opportunity. All right, and when somebody wins, somebody else is losing. Institutions win 99% of the time. Pump or dump, the average retailer investor, without, being a weathered investor and experienced in this market, understanding holding, dollar cost averaging, when to cut losses, they usually lose. Not to sound pessimistic, but that is the truth. Also, we have Wrath Economy, so now MoneyTap, guys. This is running on Ripple. Now, I'm not saying XRP, but I'm showing another Ripple integration based out of Japan, where they do have regulatory clarity. They're launching Paybe, which will read barcodes, so all these, barcodes, QR. I know we have NFC, which is near-field communication for phones. You have RFID chips, you name it. All these technologies are leveraging blockchain. Interesting. So blockchain infrastructure is powering this new economy. And don't even get me started on, IoT, Internet of Things, AVs, autonomous vehicles. It's just getting very, very powerful. It's happening from all directions. And yeah, you know me, I'm biased. I see payments getting innovated, but it's not even just payments. It's everything. It's the infrastructure of big data, which is the oil of today's ecosystem. And I'm going to repeat this one more time in case you're new to the channel, and be sure to subscribe. In the last 5 years alone, 90% of all information that exists today has been produced. Boom. That is mind-boggling. So anyways, we can see that Paybe, which will read barcodes and pay directly from this SBI Sumishin Net Bank, and I'm sure Crypto Addy covered this, but I just wanted to kind of read this as well to share with you, linked through MoneyTap. More later, not XRP based, but an attractive service using Ripple. Very cool. So RippleNet, whether it's just their X-Current product and messaging, very, very interesting. All right, and this was actually originally shared by, we have Crypto Narcissus. So thank you for sharing that. We actually have the official press release here. You can translate it into English from Japanese, and they signed this business. So just wanted to point that out. And then even King Solomon, guys, be sure to follow him. I'm sure you are, XRP_owl. Notice right here, we are pleased to inform that the service will be available from May 24th, today's the 26th, 2021 to users of SBI Net Bank, which is the bank to which MoneyTap is connected. So exciting times, and this is just something to put on the radar. All right, and then you know what? Let's finish up and cut it short and sweet today. Let's actually check this out. I wanted to share C3 Nick's perspective on the market recently, and this is just 3 days ago. So, every time others have to sell, such as miners in China right now, others logically pull the buy orders from the order book to make these entities sell as low as possible. Absolutely. If the whales know that someone has to sell, they're going to go low, make the price dump. And that's what is going on right now in his opinion. What happens once the forced sell pressure fades? Retail has no idea what is going on. They panic sell. Well, not us. I do not panic sell. Often getting liquidated and stopped out, while whales in China, these big wallets in China, have to sell out of precaution. This is not distribution. This is accumulation on a massive scale. Go through a variety of resources, looking at the number of wallets, guys. There are more XRP wallets than have ever been created in the history. No surprise, obviously, with all-time high prices of, Bitcoin and some other digital assets, and XRP's time will come. So this is what I'm studying. Even some other ERC20s I'm watching. The price dump 50%, and then I watch the biggest wallets improve their holdings. And then I see retailers afraid and essentially deciding to give up and sell their investment when the fun is just going to get started. So, oh well, you guys have to do what's best for you. Decide for yourselves. None of this in this video is financial advice. This is one man's opinion. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one.